There are alternate ways to edit your drawings in the drawing model. In a case where you may want to edit the model elements directly, or you may want to take a bit of drafting license and alter some of the elements themselves. One way of doing that is by activating the reference file or the model where the information comes from. You can hover over an element, select that, and activate your views, in this case, in the diagram in plan. Alternatively, you may want to make some edits to the elements themselves with a bit of 2D drafting and the like over the top. What you do here is you hover over the element you wish to edit. You can either hide the element or you can copy and hide the element. The element will copy through to your drawing model and you can use standard 2D drafting tools on those. There is a link between that element back to the original model so it understands if that model element has been changed. What you can do in your reference file dialog box is press the display hidden elements from visible cache to see where changes have occurred or where they haven't occurred. And by holding down the right click, you can choose to then unhide those cached elements. So let's have a look at how that may work. So in our drawing model, let's have a look at these beams that we copied earlier up here. If I hover over these, I can hold right click down and say activate. And I will physically activate the 3D model and all elements in the drawing model itself. I can then choose to delete those beams. And then once I finish editing, I can then hover over again, hold the right mouse key down, and choose deactivate design model. Again, it then requires you to sync, and that drawing is now synchronized and the changes have been made. Alternatively, if we come down to this element we created earlier here, we may choose to edit this. Let's say, for example, we don't want to see the forward line itself. We could hold right click over and say copy hide cached element. And we may choose to then use some 2D drafting tools on this. So if I go to the drawing ribbon, for example, you could break the element, standard 2D drafting operation, alternatively delete it altogether. If you then later on want to see where you have made those 2D amendments over the top, you can go to your reference file dialog box and you can hit the display hidden elements from visible edge cache. And it will show you, highlighted in blue here, where you have elements that have been amended via the copy hide cached element method. Should you want to bring that back, you can hover over and hold right click down to say unhide cached element. Turn that button off and you're restored to the original state.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you and see you next time.